Hey everyone, Coach JR back with more information in regards the Hawkeye scanner. And today, let me tell you something. Last week I was a little bit concerned. I thought, you know what? This guy, Michael Wilson from Morgan Stanley, the guy that you see every day, almost every week on CNBC, scaring, spooking everyone, with that big headline, hey, the stock market is going to crash 20% and it's going to put in jeopardy the bull run. Hey, Mike. Chill pill, bro. Chill pill, buddy. Just chill pill. And I was scared, but I didn't share that because I like to find evidence, and that's why I use a lot of my analysis. They include the Hawkeye Trader tools because I just want to remove emotions. Listen, there's the human condition. You're human. You have, and I think it was this guy that wrote. I had to bring this book. I have the book. I gotta put it. Look, but he talked about. On the next video, I talk about which book. And he's a New York bestseller. He's on his second book. And you have the thinking brain and you have the emotional brain. What you have to do is not eliminate them because that's what makes us human. But you need to understand how to sort of manage everything. And more than risk management, money management, we should have books on emotion management for traders and investors. So today, as usual, I'm going to bring two ideas. First, I'm going to talk about retail. So we are going to speculate in retail, and at the same time, we're going to hedge inflation. So that's what we're going to do. And thanks to our Hawkeye scanner, at the end of the day report, I get to know exactly what I have to look at. And then I just, do my easy piece analysis with the Hawkeye Traders tools using trading view. I know a lot of you guys who use TradeStation. Some of you guys have other platforms. That's fine. The most important is that you have the tools. So let me go ahead and start with this company. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's a German company. I'm not sure, but it seems that they're in the US. Weyerhaeuser company, ticker WY. Right now trading positive and not too far actually at volume today. It's pretty solid volume, 1.4 million shares. Now, when you look at what is this company, the Weyerhaeuser company, one of the world's largest private owners of timberlands, began operations in 1900. We own or control approximately 11 million acres of timberlands in the US and manage additional timberlands under long-term licenses in Canada. This is your first idea of the day thanks to this beauty here. This beauty is the Hawkeye scanner. And I was concerned, like I said, that Morgan Stanley was going to get away with that call stating the market is going to reverse minus 20%. Now we have September 24. Actually, that was yesterday. The report, you get a report that is going to be for you useful the next day. So this report is the 23, and it's valid for you to look at it 24. So today, Friday, I got it last night. I'm going to use it today. All right. And there's a bunch of things that you can have a look at. APA Corp doing very well. It's actually breaking out. Carnival Corp. Last video I talked about United Airlines. There's a probability to look into American Airlines that actually when the market was reversing, American Airlines was doing really well, like really well. And I think it's still bullish. So let me see. American Airlines. Oh yeah, I mean it's doing very well. $21. I think it's probably 2 points up. So I get this report, and that's all I do. I just wait to have all the filters. We're working with Martin. Martin is the guy that developed this with the Hawkeye Trader teams. Randy Lindsay. I'm going to expand. So I give myself about 2 more weeks, and we're going to expand this because this is the time where the Hawkeye Traders tools are going to shine, baby. They're going to rock the markets. We got the tools. I'm just finishing the program with Martin. We're going to get greater ideas. But so far, they've been pretty strong. Now, when you look at this company, why pick this company? It's because it's on the list. You look all the way, scroll down, right there. We have Roadkit Volume, Aggressive Lawn, and Roadkit Volume Lawn. This is on the daily and the weekly chart. So a part of the basics that you need to understand when you're working with Hawkeye Traders, all the tools, indicators, is that you look always at what is happening in multiple time frames. Now, As investors, we're looking for monthly, weekly, daily. Now, if you want to go intraday, well, you look at 4 hour, 1 hour and 30 minutes, or 4 hour, 2 hours and 1 hour. So you have different mixes. Now, and because we're not looking intraday, I'm looking to position myself also in the options market. I'm looking at monthly and I'm looking at weekly. And if you see in both cases, our momentum tool, the Hawkeye heat map, it's green. That means in the long term, we're bullish. And also the mid-side term, we're also bullish. Now, the second thing you need is, where is the stock? What is the stock doing at this point? That's where you come and pop on your screen the Hawkeye Trend Plus Stops. Because, hey, I want to know, how long am I going to stay in the trend? Remove the emotion. Remove, at least in this business, the business of investing and trading, remove the human condition. You have to do it if you want to make 10,000, 20,000 in a single day, like the great Randy Lindsay. What do you think I'm here? Because Randy, hey, man, told me, listen, I got my days when I make $10,000, $20,000. That's who I want to follow. I want to follow that guy. And you know, on top of that, I want to use the same tools that man uses to have days where he takes home $10,000, $20,000. That's simple. Simple math. Surround yourself with success and use the same tools that other successful people are using. Period. It's not rocket science. It's pretty basic. So hell, look, weekly, where are we? The stock dipped, but it dipped into the levels, support, and now it's breaking up. So, breaking to the upside. Big, that's 3.76% for this stock is pretty good in a week. Now, look at the monthly. Same story. The long term is green, heat map, momentum favors, buying. You have the pullback from this point, $41 all the way down to $33. Now, in the zone, you buy back because the trend hasn't changed. If it were to continue, you do know, in fact, looking at the screen, that's your visual. Your second opportunity to buy will be 28.61. Still, you don't really want in an uptrend to have such a deep pullback, which is what Morgan Stanley and Mike Wilson and company, they're waiting. But the technical analysis tools that we get from Hawkeye says, sorry, Mike, not happening right now. So we want to be long this stock. That's a number one thing. I gotta say, this one is gonna rotate heavily. This is the one that we're looking at as a hedge, inflation hedge. I'm gonna say that, inflation. Yeah, inflation hedge. That's what I want to say. Perfect. So I'm looking for next stop, but it will be $42. And after that, I can easily see the stock going to 50. So it's not a secret. I'm going to look for options for you to make money. Position yourself, potentially double your money. That's what I'm looking with these trade ideas. WY, using quote media, just to give you an idea. We can always look any broker, Ameritrade, Tastyworks, E-Trade, it doesn't matter. For this idea, I want to have some time. At least I'm going to give some time into December, see how things can push. Well, we don't have December. Let's play the monthly expiration, November 19. And 42, that's a bit of a thing. There's no volume. Let me take a look at, well, there's no open interest. All right, there you go. I'm going to play January 2022. I repeat, January 21, the year 2022. Next year, a couple months. And we're going to go for the one that has the more, where we see the concentration of open interest contracts. I mean, someone is building up, and there is a few plays. You're going to go with the 40. The 45 can be the surprise. So this could be your speculative. We can speculate with it. And I'm just going with the ones that I see everyone is piling. Let's take a look at the first one. That will be contract low, 15 cents. Not bad, not bad. The ask is 115 and the bid 95 cents. So that's 20 cents. It's not as big. It's not an Apple spread, but still you can live with it. Delta 33, gamma 6 cents. The contract high was $5. So if all goes well, we can easily be collecting, why not, those $5. So that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 400%. It's a little bit stretchy. I will definitely aim for 200%. At least doubling my money is something that I will take as my perspective as an analyst. It will be a given. I'm looking to double my money. I then go for 200%. What I suggest you to do in this case is sell 50% of your contracts at $2.20. If you get fill at $1.10 or $1.20, then set your sell limit at $2.40. That's for 100%. And then for 100%, and then for 200%, go ahead and set it up in a way that you can sell around 5. That should be plenty space to give you that 200%, okay? And again, as you understand what the company is doing and where is the company now based on the tools, definitely the trend is up on the weekly and the monthly. And now you can see how it's setting up to attack the previous high. This is the high back in May of this year. And once it break out, then we easily have on the table $45 and then $50. That would be for the company Weyerhaeuser, ticker WY. Remember, we get all this information and we know we have to look at it when we get the end of the day report coming from the Hawkeye scanner. Now, another name, and this one is funny because there are a lot of comments about retail, but I definitely think that retail has a few more years to go. I'd say at least 2 more years. And in that scenario, you want to have a little bit on your portfolio. And the best way I think to do it now is Under Armour. No one is talking about it. We're going for the ticker UAA, apparel, cyclical apparel accessories. We have trend entry long. That means the trend is shifting. So as usual, I'm looking for a long-term play. The ticker UAA, Under Armour. There you go. And I'm going to explain a little bit about this one because I was looking at it and thinking, okay, how can we position ourselves? The first thing I want to look at is this. Look, weekly heat map, momentum is up. It's favoring buys. Then you look at monthly, same story. Now, on the monthly, it does look at a reversal. So think about in the case of WY. So what happened is that now it looks pretty bullish, but at some point it was red. At some point it was red. The only difference is that it's positioning itself. So we have like the last set. The last set is for the stock to hold this position at $20, and I like the figure because it's a round figure, and then run back at least to 25. From 25, then we're going to have the real test, have the breakout, and then this stock, particularly, I think we have 50% available. It's on the table if you buy your shares, but definitely let me do a little bit. Let me help you as your coach and guide you to look at not the best, but the optimal option to bet. So first, I want to go for a little bit of speculation into next week. The first thing I want to do is this. I'm going to look for a weekly. All right, I'm going to look for a weekly. I think the market will surprise everyone. Although remember, by the end of the month, you have a little of rebalancing. That could be tricky, but still, let's go for it. Let's go for a weekly. And then I'm going to give you my 60-day view on the stock. So first, what we want to do, I want to open another window. Right now, 2151, that's very good for Under Armour. Remember, let's speculate in retail. That's what I want to do. So next week, this is my game plan. Next week, we already see we have a bunch of volume, 8,730 contracts. That's just today. Hey, someone seems to know something. And you know what I like also is that it's 2150 right now. So the stock is 2150 and I'm buying 21 as my call. That's my strike. And expiration is next week. I'm buying in the money. It's not like Nancy Pelosi. I'm not buying deep in the money. Hey, I'm not in Congress, right? I don't have that insight that she has. Then she let the husband know. So it's time for you to have that little bit of advantage, right? I don't know if you're going to run for Congress, but if you're not planning, then maybe you have to go to the description of this video. There's a link and pick for yourself, maybe for a family, put your whole family in the trading investing business, then pick the Hawkeye Trader indicators. They're going to do wonders for your trading, removing that emotion. And we might as well have a little bit of a chance like our friend Nancy Pelosi in Congress. You know, a lot of insider trading there, right? Huh? So look, I'm buying at 21. The stock is trading at 2150. It's not deep in the money, but still in the money. So if something were to happen between Monday and Tuesday, there's a little bit of a sell-off, you still have a chance. For weeklies, I'm coming up with the idea that we want to cut them. We want to cut them, for example, if this thing were to hit $19, we want to cut it, right? But at the same time, you can have a 60% haircut clause in your trading when you're working with weekly options. That's just an idea. But remember, we're going for 100%. So you have to do the math. How many weeklies are you going to trade per month? And how much money you are allocating? You only know your financial situation and the size of your account. All right. So this is the first trade. Now, the second trade, when I look at this company, I'm betting on that recovery. The recovery story is not happening. I mean, we have good days, and believe it or not, the market can still go to 5,000. I already shared with my team. We shared this idea with everyone at the Profit Flow group. You know what? The market is going to 9,000. It doesn't matter how many Wilsons are working at Morgan Stanley. It's going to 9,000 for several reasons. But the main one is that everyone is trying to think that we are still riding horses and we send little pigeons to communicate. We are in the age of ultra digitalization. Digital is dominating. If not, why do you think American tech is doing so much better than Chinese tech? Simple math. This is where the game happens. Just to give you an idea, the Apple Store, that little thing that you see on your phone, Apple Store, they're making for Apple $20 billion with a 75% in margins. It's crazy money. But moreover, the most important is that it's clean. They're not paying, the overhead is like none, zero, kaput, zero. It's amazing. Not even the Chinese can do that. Why do you think the Chinese are buying semiconductor companies in the UK? And the UK was not really happy. Boris Johnson tried to stop that thing. It was a national security dilemma, but think about it. So again, there's more in this bull market. I'm betting on the US economy. You must be doing, I'm not going to say should, you must be doing the same. Bet on the US economy. Even rich people in India, they're buying US stock. I don't know why you think, even if we get that minus 20%, that pullback that Morgan Stanley is talking about, still you buy US stocks. It's simple how it is. It's the only game in town. If that's the case, and I'm betting on that big time, then I'm looking for a full recovery. So let me take this because I know we're going to have Black Friday, we're going to have Thanksgiving. So let me take the monthly. November 19, 2021. I'm going to look see if there's more volume coming into Under Armour, see if that happens. All the strikes, apparently there's nothing. Let me take a look at the January 21, 2022. Not a lot of volume today. So this is what I'm going to do because I'm going to take a lot of time, more than 60 days. I'm removing the speculation factor of the equation, and I'm going to look for the 30 call, and this one has 10,000 contracts in the open interest. It's only 23 cents. My mentor used to say to me, look, Jose, and you guys know who's my mentor. He used to work at JP Morgan. That's all I'm going to say. And he used to say, a lot of people don't get this game. A lot of the options are in the cent space, cents. And then they run from a cent or 4 cents to $2. Huge money, man, huge money. And partially he made a lot of his money that way and also following corporate insiders. That's where I'm coming from I used to be a junior analyst for him. Now this one is 23 cents and look at the contract low. It's only 11 cents. We can get them to 23 cents. If I were to Josh, basically just throwing like a trend line, I can say that this is about to go for the breakout. That's what it looks like. So I want to position myself. Someone might be here. And for every dollar, if you think about it, if it's $21 and we make it to 30, and we have plenty of time for something like that to happen, betting and speculating in this market, then that's $1. The delta is 10 cents. So it's going to change every 10 cents. 1, 2, 3. I will say we can take 300%. 300% on this one. Because, I mean, the delta will change because the gamma will be increased every dollar when the delta changes. So that's 10 cents for $1. If you add $9 at 90 cents, so yeah, that's pretty much your 300%. And that's pretty basic mathematics in what I'm talking about here. It's just basic mathematics. But the point is, this one is just dipping here. And it's, as you see, following perfectly Hawkeye trends plus stops. And that's the beauty of it. You know, this was an opportunity. More important, I want to point this. This low is higher than the previous low. And this is the beginning of what in technical analysis they call a bullish leg. So you have the full recovery from $7 all the way to 26. That's almost 200% of the stock. Then you have the pullback, needed pullback, healthy pullback for you to join the trend. Now we have a second one, but this time we are not calling, and I don't see at risk the bullish trend that we have in this particular stock, because the only way to say, hey, this is at risk to just break and continue to the downside will be if there will be a retest of this level at $18. Even with the debacle in China this week, it didn't do it. It's above that area. That's actually 2 points above that area. That means, hey, listen, buy me. And again, Under Armour, not a bad brand. I think the trend is changing, more like a continuation of what is going to be in place. Conservative, we're going back to $27, $28. That's all the way back to July 2019. I wouldn't be surprised that happens. And after that, I definitely see January 2017 high, $31 on the table. Is that going to happen before January of 2022? I don't know. I don't care. But what I'm going to do is that as soon as I have 100% of my money, I'm going to have a stop loss at my entry if I'm looking to go for that 300%. Or if I'm banking on this idea, I will be selling 50% of my contracts at 46.50 cents. Remember, we're probably buying. You want to get filled. It's 26 right now. The ask is 6 cents on this one. So you want to make sure you get 26 or lower. The worst case, just get 30 cents. All right? That's what we're going to do. And that's pretty much about it. So guys, listen, I want to wish you a great weekend. We are uploading this with Anna and the rest of the team. Oscar, our team is just happy to keep providing you the content you deserve, opportunities and ideas where we remove the emotions and we just look at the tools. What is happening? And that's thanks to Hawkeye. Remember, description of the link there, you have to do it. You have to do it. There's a link, pick some of the tools, get them, start them. Hey, probably just give it a trial. Give it a trial, give it a month. See how you can use them. The Hawkeye scanner soon will be available to all users. Also will be probably sold as a service where I will come to you every week and give you the best ideas and sort of link them to a couple ideas in the options market, all right? Also, we don't like to do this. My publisher, he doesn't like to do this, but there's a second link. And that second link, you can look at what I do, how I do it, the profit flow group, and the core of my research, statistical disruptive flow. Great ideas where I found AMD. We squeezed that one for almost 900%. Apple, we took 200, 500% on Apple. How do you think I can make that money from Apple? And it wasn't a day trading. It was actually something very planned. When everyone thought Apple was going to break down from 118, I was there. I was right there buying. Why? Because I'm smart? Of course not. It's not about being smart, intelligent. It's about understanding and having. You need to have something that sets you apart. And that's where I study the U.S. options market, because there is millions of dollars exchanging hands every day. And if you pinpoint who is doing what at the right time, that could translate into someone making $2.5 million in 6 minutes. I'm not joking, 6 minutes. 2 weeks ago, they did it on Palantir. 2.3, it was like $2.5 million in and out before the market closed. The trade was placed at 9 p.m., 9:54 p.m. By 9:59, he was out. The option doubled. $2.5 million. Do you want to do that? Then check the broadcast. It's free. I don't buy it. All right? Guys, thank you so much. On behalf of the Hawkeye Traders team, we want to wish you a happy weekend. I see you soon. Ciao.